Hey, let's bang, Tui. What it is. Hey, what up, everybody? Well, that's a real old man ass intro. Hi, everyone. My name is Luke Thomas. It is currently the what am I saying? No, it is not. It is the 1st of March. Can you believe it? It's the 1st of the month. Cash your checks and get up. Let's go. Let's do it. Hi, everyone. This will be my Tank Davis, Lamont Roach watch along and then post fight show stream. Thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Co-main event's about to get started. We're going to take it nice and light for the co-main, and then we'll get things really geared up for that main event. Tank Davis, as I mentioned, of course, Gervonta Tank Davis back in action, taking on Lamont Roach. And all DC affair, that happens to take place basically in New York. Yes, of course, Gervonta Davis is, in fact, from Baltimore, but trained at Headbangers in Southeast, which I've been to that facility. If you actually go back and look at the preview video I did for Mayweather McGregor, I went to Headbangers and I interviewed Barry Hunter and I interviewed Lamont Peterson at the time. And so if you see the video footage on MMA Fighting of me in the gym, or actually just them in the gym, me talking to them about their styles and about how the two might match up, that was actually at the Headbangers facility. Gervonta trained there, and of course Lamont is over at I gotta show you, man. I cannot wait to tell you some of these stories about going to Lamont's gym and seeing where he trains. You just can't believe it. I'll have some video here. I'll show it to you. It's unbelievable. But in any case, so there's a bunch of different gyms in the area. Here's another DC gym, Gary Antuanne Russell taking on Rayo here. Old Jose Valenzuela, who has been very surprising, by the way. He has surprised me. So here's how this is going to go. We're going to watch these two fights together. Then we're going to get into the post-fight show. And yeah, so let's do this. Without further ado, let's get this party started, shall we? I gotta say, this fight has been not that promoted well. And I don't know, this whole card seems real quiet. It's well attended. Good gate, but quiet. Here we are. Yep. All right. Harvey Dock, your referee. This is the referee from Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. All right. Should be a 12 round. There he is, Gary Antuanne Russell. Here we go. All right. Round one. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Everyone doing well out there, I hope. Hope everyone had a great day. Two southpaws here in Rayo and Gary Antuanne. I think the last fight was two southpaws, right? That fight kind of sucked. Can I be honest with you about that? That fight kind of blew. If you want to get in anything on the screen, you want to send a message, you want to ask a question, anything, fire it into the super chat, and then we'll put it up here. So anybody taking Lamont Roach, by all means, please tell me. Let me pull this video up because, man, I shot a bunch of video of Lamont's gym. Now, there's two gyms that they have the same name, the No Excuse Boxing Club. It's out there in Capitol Heights. And man, you got to see this. Like I wanted to set up the interview with Lamont, and I didn't have a direct contact, so I just called up the gym. I just called up the fucking gym, and his dad answered. And then so I set everything up through his dad, and I explained who I was, and through all the smoke fight and all that stuff. And so they were cool about it. They set it up. Man, you got to see this. You cannot believe like where these dudes trained. Hold on. It's unbelievable. Check this out. Is it going to be able to pull this up? Not really. Classic search. Here we go. Let's try this one. No. This one's not that great. When was that? November? So let's see. Is that when I visited? Let's see. Got this picture of the Capitol at one night. All right, that's a nice little shot from the Capitol. All right, hold on. Yeah, I want to show you this. Oh, Jesus. Was it October? Well, shit. Sorry. The dad writes me, and the dad says, hey, meet me at this address. And so I go to the address, and it's a church. And the church has like a gravel road, like it's not even paved, it's like a dirt and then gravel. And there's like, it's the church itself is small, but medium size ish, well maintained. But there's like, it's like this big property, and like the rest of the property is not, wasn't like the nicest. Yeah, here it is. It wasn't the nicest property I've ever seen. This is the outside of where they trained. This is you can see the gravel there and everything. It's back there. Inside that door is the gym itself. And that's the back of a church in the middle of PG County. So then when you actually walk in through the door, make sure I got this thing on. Yeah, it looks like this. You walk through that door. See that? Spartan, brother. Spartan. They're training world champions in there, my friends. World fucking champions in there. You see what I mean? Spartan. Dude, if you go to a boxing gym and it looks a lot nice, I mean, it can look a little nicer than that. If it looks a lot nicer than that, you're at a bullshit gym. I cannot tell you, dude, boxing gyms these things are strung together with like duct tape and copper wire, but they put world champions out of there. That's what they do. And it's just a constant thing you see everywhere. I've never been to I guess there's probably a few. I cannot recall many really nice boxing gyms I've been to that had elite fighters come out of it. You can maybe Lamont gets washed tonight because, he's bumping up 5 pounds and, whatever, but he's a legit world champion guy. Like, it just tells you like what, where the real boxers come from, where the real ones come from. Far be it for me to say, but you can just see it for yourself. And then I got him wrapping his hands. See that? Slow motion. Anyway, this in the back of a church parking lot in PG County, Maryland, right through those doors. It's fucking unbelievable, bro. It's unbelievable. All right. Round 2 is on. I apologize. I can get it going here, and I can just fast forward here. Let's see. Oops. Hang on. Where are we at? 141. There we go. It's pretty close. So I normally don't drink because I'm normally on antibiotics, but I'm finally done with it. So I might drink a little bit. You guys ever had these things? And there's not a plug. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Whoops. Whoops. Hang on. Let me turn this off so that I'm not. Yes, there we go. Now we can do it. Woo! Sorry about that. Huh? Now I'm going to smell like booze. Okay, now we turn it back on. There we go. All right. Anyway, these Beatbox. It tastes like pure sugar and it tastes like pure like candy, but it was what was in my fridge, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Boy. All right. Also, as you can hear, Brian Campbell on the call tonight. Doing a phenomenal job, if I do say so myself. Big assignment here to be like this, right? We're I love to give Brian Campbell shit because it's so much fun, and vice versa. Oh, look at Russell putting it on Valenzuela late. Oh, he's complaining about a headbutt. I'm so proud of Brian. I really mean that, dude. I'm telling you, I've seen that dude struggle up close. I've seen his I've seen his successes up close too. Obviously, that's not all just about struggle. But every time he's on this call, man, like you guys I never waver. I'm always bigging him up, you know. But of course, he does smell like Febreze, and I think it's important that people know that. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. Peter, what's up, man? Welcome to the party. Alex says, "What's up, Luke? Dog stream is underway. Ridiculous amount of gummies in the tummy and vapes locked and loaded. Have some fun, my friend." Eric just gifted memberships. I never know how to say this guy's name. If invited, would you do JRE again? I suppose. I mean, I give him a piece of my mind, but yes. Sorry for bringing up politics, but I got to hear your quick reaction to the Zelensky meeting. Cannot imagine that went as either side would imagine it would be good for, like, hold on, let me pull this up. Here we go. I cannot imagine that either side felt like that went as good as it could have, right? We'll talk more about that later. I have to put this up. Luke getting saucy, pouring one out for the homies. Not quite yet. Not quite yet, boys and girls. All right, round 3. Jose Valenzuela with Gary Russell just on the front foot, battering him. Heavy on the front foot, heavy on the jab. Look at that, giving him no space. Total punches landed. Russell did better. And actually, he's landed more in all 3 rounds so far, according to the on-screen stats. Can he keep that? Can he keep that up, though? Ooh, nice left hand there from Russell. Russell has an Audi that's so big on his belly button that it's like it's actually pushing down on his shorts. Oh, dueling hooks to the body. Russell with 2 now left-handed uppercuts, rear hand uppercuts. Oh, nice. Good combination work. Overhand left for Ryu to do their I mean, look at him. This is the opposite of the last fight. These 2 donks are slugging it out. But man, wasn't the build for this one so quiet? Super quiet, right? Like it just didn't feel like there was. I mean, they definitely did. They did a press tour. You know, they definitely built some assets for it. The media attendance was pretty good. The gate, it looks like, is pretty good. Second all time at this venue at the Barclays. You know, that's not nothing. That's pretty good. But at the same time, I don't know. It felt a little quiet. A little quiet. Man, Russell with that left hook, excuse me, the right lead hook all over him. Pulling down on the head, turns off at the angle. Ryo's now on the front foot. Going square to him, trading body shots. Man, these uppercuts and hooks are just phenomenal. Antuanne Russell looks real dialed in. Sick. Great round. Prime Whitaker versus Prime Machida. That's a tough one. I mean, Machida was obviously a 205er as well. Probably Machida. Is this pay-per-view worth $80? See, that's a tough call. I'm going to say probably not. No. What's up? Dave out here just handing out memberships. Thank you, Dave. All right, seconds out. There we go. Was this round 3 now? Round 4 already. Oops. Can I be honest? I'm not super into this fight necessarily. I'm really just kind of into the main event. But as I mentioned, we'll watch this one. We'll watch the main event. We'll react to the main event. We'll have a good time. We'll have a good time. Next week, UFC. We'll have some fun with the UFC next weekend. That'll be a good time. After that, I think I'll probably take a break, and then I'll be back for the 22nd, which is what? The London card for sure. So we'll do that one for that as well. That'll be fun. How y'all think BC's doing? Good, right? It just seems like the energy is real quiet in the building, right? Doesn't seem super. I mean, again, going to be a great gate. Going to be well attended. Just feels a little quiet. Oh, big counter by Rayo over the top. Russell just outworking him thus far. Ooh, big sweeping hook from Rayo misses. Russell, just a constant, consistent proponent of the double jab from outside. He's big about staying outside and then finding ways to, like, as you can see him pre-slipping and then leaping into range. It's a big thing that he does. Oh, nice jab from Ryu, but he eats a body shot. Good left hand. These dogs are trading, brother. Yeah, I'm on the air. Just come here. Give me a second. Just come in. No one will see you. I promise. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, there you go. You want to say hi to the donks? You want to say what's up, donks? I'm Luke. I'm Luke's wife. Oh, dude, Russell is starting to just beat on him. Say hi to the donks. They won't see you. Just say hi.
Hi, donks.
I don't know if they can hear you or not. Go ahead. They can see you now. No. I'm teasing. All right, close my door, please. Thank you. Te amo. All right, there's Tank Davis. Main event live odds. Gervonta Davis minus 1,600. Here we go. Lazy Bit says, how's that beatbox treating you? What's the flavor? Good question. What flavor is this shit? Cherry limeade. Pretty gross. Did you watch the UFC tonight? I watched a bunch of it. That Pinto KO of Lane was insane. Was it not? Fucking ridiculous. Manel Kopp looked fine. Almabayev looked overwhelmed and not ready for that level of the fight game. I thought the fight between Brundage and Marquez was probably as good as that fight was going to be. Here we go. Seconds out. Round 5 coming up. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Hide that out. Yeah. How about this? 2 UFC events in a row ending with, I'm not going to say an eye poke controversy is it's not exactly right for the way that this one ended, but an eye poke loomed large in this one as well. Guys, they went back. I don't know if there's any data that supports that the new gloves meaningfully reduced eye pokes. I don't know if that information exists, and I don't know if there's any real way to assess that. What I do know is that the old gloves for sure didn't, right? I mean, just simply guaranteed that they didn't. And we're now firmly back with the old gloves. And fine, they wanted to get rid of the new gloves. That's okay. But if you're going to go back to the old gloves, that means you're just re-inviting all of the old problems. Again, it's not even sure that the new ones would have solved it. But again, for sure, if you're going back to the old ones, then for sure, you are re-inviting in all of those old problems. And then sure enough, Here are 2 UFC main events in a row where, again, an eye poke in either case played some kind of role. By the way, update on this fight, Antuanne Russell just all over this guy. Ryo's a good fighter, man. He's surprised me a number of times. He surprised me against Curtis. He surprised me against Pitbull. Surprised me against a bunch of donks. Who's that? Yeah, see that leaping? He does that pre-slip uppercut, comes over the top with the left hand. Any case, what do we have here? Hold on. I'm going to do this just while we're on, just for this fight. I'm going to move this up here a little bit, which I realize, you know what? Let's shrink this down just a little. Here we go. Hold on, because I want to put this on the screen while we do this. I gave up the prostitutes after the public shaming BC gave me on MK, so I feel like I owe you guys a little something. All right, duly noted, brother. Duly noted. Justin, welcome to the party. The reluctant high donks is the highlight of the stream so far. Yeah, she didn't want to do that shit at all. You heard my wife. That's my wife. She was there. She was getting something from my office. Sorry to get political. Here we go. But it feels like GRE has become today's Rush Limbaugh Trump state TV. It's worse than that. With Elon coming on regularly and then calling Social Security the world's biggest Ponzi scheme is unwatchable. Dude, it's so fucking funny to me. We'll talk more about this on Thursday or whatever, but it's so amazing to me. It's like, dude, my entire adult life, conservatives have been trying to get rid of Social Security. And the previous version, when Republicans were like the Wall Street guys, not the Gordon Gekko types, more like the Jeb Bush hedge fund guys, who, if they have sex at all, it's only missionary. These types, and they tried to privatize it. Here's how I know that. I went to the Cato Institute. I read Cato Institute put out a book on it. I read the entire book on the Cato Institute wanting to privatize Social Security, and I attended a giant, I don't know if a festival is the word, but they had a big presentation about it, and they invited all of these speakers and all of these alleged experts. They've been trying to get rid of Social Security for as long as I've existed, and it is one of the most successful government programs that is absolutely essential, and it just fucking tells you that, the time is a flat circle. Okay, neither here nor there. Saul, welcome, my friend. Welcome, my friend. We're just waiting for this main event. Should be fun. I got my cherry limeade beatbox. I don't prefer to drink. I prefer to smoke, but my lungs have been so banged up, I cannot smoke at all. All right, here we go. Round 6, I believe. Here we go. Round 6. Yes, indeed. And so far, it's all Russell. The love muscle. Pause. Can I make a point about BC's voice when he does these calls? Like, what blows me away is at times he'll stumble over his words when we do MK. He never stumbles on these broadcasts, which is kind of amazing. And then the other part that's which is obviously amazing, but the other part that's kind of interesting is, doesn't his voice sound a little different on this broadcast? And but I don't mean like they're tuning him in a way. I mean like he's talking in a way. It doesn't sound like what he sounds like on MK, right? I mean, it's a little bit different, is it not? Is it my imagination? I feel like that's not an unfair, again, I'm not criticizing. I'm simply remarking that there are differences. But he's obviously doing a tremendous job on this broadcast. I started watching Grave of the Fireflies, by the way. I had to pause it, but yeah, not the most uplifting movie I've ever seen in my life. So far, so good, though. Ooh. I mean, it feels like the crowd's just kind of checked out, no? It's boxing. Does it really matter if the crowd's not really into it for anything but the main event? Probably not. Probably not. But you kind of get it a little bit. X says, wow, I'm so high. I watched 45 minutes of your Benavides Morel live stream before realizing time to put the vape away. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Sam says, "What's your method of inhalation? Would recommend a volcano if you want something easy on the lungs." I don't know anything. I literally don't even know what that is. Some of the stoners are, blue collar engineers, where they just sort of come up with contraptions. Like they're halfway blue collar engineers, halfway tinkerer / inventor. You know what I mean? Like someone's out there putting a flux capacitor together. Well, Hoyven Maven, all that kind of stuff. Oh. Why was the Machida era so short-lived? Was still elite after the Shogun loss, but no longer untouchable. People just figured out his style a little bit. Yes. I mean, people just sort of began to be able to deal with what he was offering a little bit easier. Yes, it's very, I'm oversimplifying it, but that's basically the gist of it. Like, what do you usually smoke out of an edible dosage? So the edible dosage really depends. I would say I'm pretty good at 40 to 50 milligrams for like a good high, typically, for edibles. If I'm smoking, it's really one of two things. It's either pre-rolls, aka, well, in particular, dog walkers. I like those the most. And if not, I just have a bowl that I put a little bit of flour in and call it a day. Like I'm not one of these people that just walks around all day just pulling a pen and getting high all the time. I can't do that. I have to be a dad. I have to I have to present well. But when I have free time and the kid's asleep and all that kind of stuff, then it's a different story. But yeah, I keep it simple. I don't have extravagant needs, but I can't even take pulling from the pipe. Like it's a very difficult irritant for me. I just can't do it right now. And then I couldn't drink because I was on antibiotics, and I was like, oh my God. Oh. Here we go. Round 7, waiting for this main event. How did Madrid do today? I didn't catch the game. Oh, they were winning last I saw. What was the score? Are you being a shithead? Oh my God, they lost to Real Betis. God damn it. Robert, welcome to the party. Fofo, 2 UFC main events ended by eye pokes in a row. I mean, I wouldn't quite say the second one was ended by an eye poke, but yes, I know what you mean. Like, there's something to it. Okay, we've done this a million times. Did I ever compete? Fuck no, I never competed. I hated. Which gyms did you frequent? I mean, all the gyms in Northern Virginia. So at the time, Lloyd Irvin's, at the time, Nova MMA, at the time, like very briefly. I mean, I just, spotlight over there, 50-50. Beta Academy was like, obviously I spent most of my time there. Yeah, fun stuff. Long Island Luke and Gaff said, how many beatboxes we on? So I've got 2 of them. I've got green apple. What the hell was this one again? Cherry limeade. And they're all real disgusting. Like, they're super terrible. Oh my God. It's halfway to NyQuil. Dog walkers are great, nice packaging. Yeah, they come in the tins, right? Good body shot from Russell. Bro, I went to they got this area of DC called the Wharf. It's right by the water. And they had a Mardi Gras parade down there. And I saw the Commanders band. I took a video of them. It was cold as fuck by that water. Oh wait. I don't want my kid to be in it. Here, check this out. I was freezing my ass off out there, man. Here we go. Kind of see him in the back there. There we go. There's your Washington Commander, the band. Oh, here comes Antuanne Russell banging on Valenzuela. Pause. Valenzuela looks like he is wearing it, dude. Nice shots, though. He's fighting out of this corner. Russell needs to absolutely open up here. Oh, dude, Russell loves that bit where he gets you backing up into the ropes and then steps through with his body shots. He's just a constant thing that he does. There's his big brother, Gary Russell Jr. Big brother telling him he good on the outside. Nice uppercut, man. Nice uppercut. All right, round 8 coming up here. Look at that. Look at that end swell of the whole mask like that. I love that thing. That's crazy. All right, here we go. Seconds out. There we go. All right, round 8. Russell is just beating up on Valenzuela. Let's see how much longer this goes. My expectation was that the fight would go the distance. I'm not sure if that's true now. Nice use of frames there from Russell. Oh. Jesus, these two are unloading. Again, it's a it's a pretty simple game. Level changing, two punch away distance, typically. Leaping hooks, low to high, high to low. Pre-slips. Fake the jab, came with the left hand there from Russell. Double jab, left hook. This is standard Gary Antuanne Russell fighting right here. This is what he does. A little shoe shine action there from Russell. Oh man. Definitely looks like there's a physical difference between the two here. Rayo looks like he's obviously a little quicker, a little more nimble, but it doesn't have the same physicality. It doesn't have the same pop that Russell does. Oh, nice left hand. Good uppercut. Uppercuts have been phenomenal in this fight from both guys, in particular from Russell. Low blow there from Rayo. Big leaping hook. Both of these guys love that like low to high leaping hook. Nice cross. Oh, and return the favor from Russell. 2 of them, 3 of them. Yeah, 4 of them. 4 of them. See that? Stepping through, right hand to the body, just pushing a guy into the ropes. It's just what Russell does all the time. Oh my God, these two are absolutely trading. Great round. Great round. Hell yeah, great round. All right, very good. Thoughts on Debo to Washington? I think he's going to feast in Cliff Kingsbury's offense. Dude, he's going to feast on screen passes. People were like, he's washed, which to an extent absolutely is true. First of all, they got him for a 5th rounder. Who gives a fuck? Number 1. Number 2, his particular kind of game with and people are like, oh, he's not that great. Jaden Daniels is going to elevate his performance. Like, that's just going to be a thing that's going to happen. And in particular, I think the way in which he'll fit into Cliff Kingsbury's offense is going to be fucking awesome. I think he's about to fucking eat. That's what I think. My San Francisco 49ers are trading Debo to the Commanders' 5th round pick. Heartbreaking. Hey, buddy, it's our time. We had 30 plus years of eating shit. All right, round 9. We had 30 years of eating shit. It's somebody else's turn. Let's see this. Matthias versus Tank. Subriel Matthias? I mean, I think he's closer to 140. I don't know if Tank is looking for that. Also, he doesn't really have the name, so I don't think so. Andrew says, how can someone like John Jones have Einstein-level fight IQ, but be such a dumbass outside of the cage? Crazy the ways intelligence can manifest. You know, it's kind of funny, I've seen this before from like really good athletes that I've just sort of been around. Dude, really, really good athletes, they just have an intuitive sense about how to move their body and like how to use that for effect in ways that like sometimes I don't think they can really articulate why they're doing it or how they're doing it as specifically as they are. They just kind of have a natural connection to their own mind and everything just flows. I call it body intelligence. Now, fight IQ is different because it's decision making about how you solve a problem, but even then part of how you move is a function of that and like what your style is built off of and everything. And it's just amazing to me, like the best jiu-jitsu teachers are the ones that to me, or any kind of like martial arts teacher, are not the ones that are training the very best guys. It's the one training the donks, because they have to explain everything in granular detail. Because if you're like a really good athlete, you know, someone can just show you a move once and you can just pick it up. You know, again, that's different than fight IQ per se, but I don't know. There's just stuff that comes naturally to people like that. Brian Campbell punches at the same time. I'm farting in my dungarees here through round 9. How much farting do you think Brian's doing at that desk? Like an outrageous amount, right? Like to the point where it's probably distracting to at least one, if not both corners. Ooh, man, Russell is just crushing him. Big shots, dude. Big shots. Whoa, Rayo's in trouble. Rayo's in trouble. Rayo's in trouble. This might not make it out of here. Rayo's in trouble. Rayo's hanging on. He's looking in a bad way. I want to hear what his corner has to say. He looks weathered. He's getting smashed. He's getting super smashed. Last but not least, I've got nothing against Tank. He's clearly elite, but can we please flip the script today? Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't have anything against Tank anymore. You know, I thought he needed to go to jail for the stuff that he had done. He did. He seems to be a different person now. I guess we'll see. I don't have any problem with him on that level. But I would love for Lamont Roach to win. I would fucking love it. I would absolutely love it. Not in like a stick it to Tank kind of way. No. There just seems like there's so few good guys in the game. Like there's just not many. And I think Lamont's definitely one of them. That's just a personal opinion. Your mileage may vary, but that's where I'm at on this one. Look at some of these highlights here from round 9. Low, decent uppercut. He kind of peels out, crossing his feet. Ooh, good shot there from Rayo. Body head. Oh, doctor's going to take a look at him. Here, I'll adjust the timer. Where are they at? 256. Let's put it back a little bit. A little bit more. There we go. Here comes Russell right back on it. Round 10. Oof. Again, low to high. Everything that lead hook or the lead jab, depending on what Russell is doing with it. Like there it is. Low to high. Everything low to high. Yeah, Rayo's going to get run over if he doesn't do something here. You're BC doing math jokes? Oh. Oh. Harvey Dock wearing gloves, thank God. So many boxing referees don't do that shit. Drives me nuts. I cannot believe how sweet this is. Bit of a quieter round thus far. Let's see what Russell's setting up here. Morrow doing some comedy about the rats in New York City. They are prevalent. You ride the subway, you'll see them. Ooh. Ryo just can't get out of the way. He just can't get out of the way. Quieter 10th round. I guess we'll see what happens. Quieter 10th round. You obviously didn't watch Debo last year. He's good every other year. He was 20 pounds overweight last year. If the skins extend him, it's a mistake. Well, it's only the last year, right? Like he's got one more year on the contract. I just think his game is going to match up with what Cliff Kingsbury wants to do, and especially as like a tandem with Brown and then obviously Scary Terry. That's going to be sick. There it is. There's the Reaper, Lamont, hitting pads back there. That's his dad holding the pads. Man, every time I've gone to Barclays, bro, you can just smell the reefer up in there. They're not seconds out. They're not hiding that shit up in there at all. You're like, that's every venue. I'm like, yeah, but some more than others. All right, round 11, championship round. And right after this will be the Tank Davis fight. Thank you, dear Jesus. Also, this is one of those criticisms that's both true and not the point. He's like, you didn't watch Debo last year. You're right, I didn't. I only watched the Commanders. And I watched the games the Commanders are in. It's the same thing with like Real Madrid. It's like, oh, did you see the game with Sporting Gijón and Atletico? Nope. I just watched Real games. I mean, I didn't finish today's game, but you get the idea. Ryo just trying to push him off. Can only get so far. Exhausting way to fight, man. Exhausting. Jesus. Thrown 815 for Russell to just the 365 for Valenzuela. That's crazy. That's crazy. More than double. That's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Pro Football Coach here. Debo fits the offensive scheme very well. She get maximized by Kingsbury. There we go. There we go. Pro Football Coach. Coach TD3. I don't know who Coach. I'm trying to see what the avatar is. I don't know where you coach at, Coach, but thank you for the validation. I mean, I wasn't the only person to point this out, obviously. Oh, here comes Russell. Here comes Russell. Oh, brother, if you're Valenzuela's corner here, I mean, it's not like terrible abuse, but it's just not going his way. Ooh, nice shot, though. I mean, he's in there. He just can't get Russell to maintain any space off of him. So many people with glasses inside. Sunglasses, obviously. Oh. It doesn't even sound the same, though, when Ryo hits. Dude, and he one-punched, basically, Curtis. So what am I saying? Not Curtis. Chris, oh, God, the donk with the hair. Colbert. Chris Colbert. Excuse me. Apologies for that. Chris Colbert. There we go. All right, round 11's in the books. Round 12. All right, we are just waiting on now one more round of this co-main, and then the main event will then get started after that. Are they going to pull him here? He looks defeated. He's going to have to see defeat like a podiatrist. Oh, they're going to wave it? All right, here we go. 12th round. Seconds out. Here we go. Round 12. Russell might be the upset here. Ultra Funky, welcome to the party. Oops, let me pause this. Corner's taking a look here at Ryo. All right, they're going to let it rock. They're going to let it rock. Okay, I'll let it go when the timing's right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. All right. Oh my God, dude. They've got Russell pitching a shutout on the unofficial scorecard. Jesus. Yeah, Ryo just getting battered. Somebody on the trunks of Ryo, Iceman Nick. What do you want to bet? Iceman Nick has a bunch of money in crypto. What do you want to bet? Don't know anything about him. Could be a nice guy. Don't know. Bet he's got money in crypto. Crowd goes mild. Not going to lie. Crowd goes mild. Take this off for the time being. I think this is the corner Brian's in. I mean, I give credit to Valenzuela. He's trying. Ooh. Looks like Russell got stung a little bit there. But here he is now back on the front foot. Man, he is deadly up against the ropes. Oops, somebody lost a mouthpiece? Oh, they're trading. Oh, Ryo got hurt. Ryo got hurt again. Yeah, every time he tried. Oh, he took another big shot. Let's see if Russell could finish him off. Yeah, Ryo got his, or no, I'm not sure who got, no, I think Russell lost his mouthpiece. Oh. Oh. Man. Man, what a performance. Great job by Gary Antuanne Russell. That was fantastic. That might be the best performance I've seen from him. I've seen a few. Ryo got roughed up. Golly. All right. Nothing left but the main event, boys and girls. Nothing left but the main event. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thumbs up if you're watching. Hit subscribe if you haven't, please. Thank you very much. You want to get something into the super chat, it's really appreciated. It helps with the channel a significant amount. But of course, if you just want to hang out and watch, that's cool too. I appreciate everyone who's here, no matter on what level you're here. But yes, donations do help. Here's your highlights. Bah, shorter punch. Ugh. It's supposed to have a ton of alcohol in it, the beatbox, but it tastes like balls. Oops. I've been texting with BC a little bit. I mean, once the main car gets going, I kind of peter off, but I'll text him a little bit. Look at the end swell on Gary Russell. Look at that thing. That's a crazy ass end swell. Yeah, look at these totals, boys. That's crazy, right? I mean, that's nuts. Look at some of these numbers. Just outworking him the whole way through. The whole way through. All right. Let's go back to Jimmy Lennon Jr. Let's see what the judges say. Wow. Wow. Here, look at BC in the background. One score of 120 to 108, and then 119 to 109. He beat the fuck out of him. He beat Gary Antuanne Russell beat the fuck out of Jose Valenzuela. And there's BC. Look at BC. Look at this oaf. Look at this oaf. All right, let's hear what he has to say. Morrow, pass the baton here. All right, there's BC. Big thanks to Al Heyman, he says. Big thanks to PBC, to the Russell family. Good. Doesn't BC ask good questions? Doesn't he ask good questions? Like they're basic ones, right? He's not asking you to, I mean, it's not linear algebra, right? I mean, these are fairly straightforward, but like they're just the right ones. They're just the right ones, man. I'm telling you, I know how good he is. Dave says, have you tried THC tea or beverages? Beverages, yes, not tea. I quit alcohol and find the THC drinks work great. Also, rate that BC spot suit at 1 out of 10. He shoplifted that fucking suit. I mean, there's just no question. Why don't you and BC talk more Tenshin Nasukawa? I suppose we should, actually. That's a good question. I don't really have a good answer for you. I suppose that we should. Yeah. Man, this guy who's in Russell's family is he's looking real sweaty. And I don't mean Gary Antoine. As a Campbell, great to see Brian represent the family. Okay. Feel like my distant black Jamaican cousin. Very weird when Brian isn't the goofy guy talking. Yeah, I know, right? All right, there it is. Okay, all right. We are just waiting for the main. We're just waiting for the main. BC walking around like a fucking oaf. All right, we're just waiting now for the main event. Now we wait for Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. BC told me that they typically, with these broadcasts, it won't happen tonight, but they typically wanted to be out of here by midnight. I don't think they're going to be able to do that tonight. I think we'll probably be out of here probably in about an hour or so, and then we'll go for a little bit longer after that to do the post-fight show. But let's reset. Hi, everyone. Luke Thomas here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thumbs up here. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate it. You want to get something on the screen. You want to ask a question. You want to make a comment. Fire it into the super chat. You don't have to. It's just a totally voluntary thing, but it does help me. It does help the channel. It goes a long way. So thanks to all that who do. All right, there's Lamont. And you can see he's holding pads with, that is not his dad. I do not know this gentleman. I might have met him at the gym. I cannot recall. No, I don't think that I did. And that's Boog, who's holding the mitts for Gervonta. He is from Headbangers. You might recall seeing Boog in, he held pads for Michael B. Jordan in the Apollo Creed movies. Same guy. See what I mean? It's an all DC affair, man. Obviously Gervonta's from Baltimore, but it's an all DC affair. Do you have an orange suit you can wear? So BC and I have talked about doing like a Halloween where one of us wears the orange tuxedo and the other one wears the blue tuxedo. We just haven't done it yet. Eric, what's up, my friend? Robert, Tyson versus Wilder. Prime, please explain. Tyson. He would find the chin too many times. But Wilder has nuclear power. Andrew says, what makes you think Whitaker is past his prime? His age and relative ability to perform. When watching his fights, it's not apparent to me that he's slower or degraded in an obvious way. Yeah, I don't think he's like he looks like shit or something. That's not really my point, but he's at his peak of his powers? No, not the peak of his powers. Alex says BC's looking like Jeff Daniels. That's what I said. And Lance Bass from NSYNC had an aborted love child. JK is killing the broadcast. Dude, I'm telling you, he doesn't miss. Avant says, not fat shaming, but that dude was obese and sweaty. He was having a rough time. He needed a little air condition. All right. Joe Goosen going to talk to, I guess, Brian Custer. And then we should get this fight going. So yeah, I went to a Mardi Gras parade today. It was fun. It was all right. It was a good time. That guy was the guy who let me into the facility, the one just now you saw there with the no excuse boxing club shirt. Joe Goosen's hair is so high. I don't know if you could jump over it and dunk a basketball. Look at how high his hair is. I like Joe. Joe's a good guy, actually. All right. What are we sipping on tonight, boys and lady? What are we sipping on tonight? Cherry limeade, beatbox. Do you have diabetes? No? Let us fix that. Beatbox. We'll give you diabetes. Largest attendance for a boxing event at Barclays ever. Anybody taking Lamont Roach? Anybody doing that? Anybody out there got Lamont Roach? Anyone taking a flyer on him? I would love for him to win. It would make me very happy. Also, we'll be very curious to know which, I'm going to guess which DC rappers they walk out with. Now, I have to cop to something. You know, I love my city. I love my city more than most people love my city. But I'm a 45-year-old white dad. There's going to be a high probability that he's going to walk out with someone, and I'm not going to know who it is. And they'll be like, oh, but that guy's a DC rapper. And I'll be like, right. But I'm old, and that doesn't mean anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? All right. There is Tank Davis with a sick jacket on. Did I come home with any beads? Tookster came home. Obviously, she got him all the, the very age-appropriate way. Tookster came home with like 20 of them. She looked like Mr. T in 85. EJ says, who can Jacoby Smith beat in the top 5 of welterweight, and why is the answer all of them? He might. He's sick. He's one of the prospects I'm actually like kind of hyped about. He's awesome. All right, here's some highlights. Tank Davis beating Rolly. Boom. Tank is so good about punishing bad habits or people who go back to the well too often. Like everyone always talks about the Leo Santa Cruz fight, but the Rolly fight was the exact same. There's that swivel jab he was waiting off of, and he caught him in between. Amazing. Sean Moore, have you ever used a volcano vaporizer? I don't even, I'm going to be honest with you, sir. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not even doing a bit. I don't know what that is. I live a very basic, you know what I mean? She goes, do you know what a volcano upside down gravity bong, islets of Langerhans matriculator is? No, I do not. I do not know what that is, sir. No. Mike M, what's up, my friend? There was Scooter Davis just a second ago. MMA Savage. Watching the fight with a weed drink and a big booty Latina who loves me for me, I hope. She probably does, right? Why the hell is this 10 rounds and why is Goosen so... I like Goosen. It's not 10 rounds. This is it should be a 12-rounder. PJ Tucker's in the crowd. All right, we're hard up for some celebrities. Fabulous. I got these broke like they choke in on a chicken bone. Every chick I bone can't leave the dick alone, right? Oh, Jake Paul. Jake Paul is there. He's comparing somebody's ice. I don't know whose ice he's looking at there. Somebody who has a bunch of it. There's Gervonta, mouth breathing. Dude, look at that jacket. That's a sick jacket. That's a sick jacket. Oh, he's got the zippers got all the on the sleeve, excuse me. That's awesome. Brother, it's okay to look up if it helps you smoke. No. Oh, you mean look it up? Yes. I didn't know. I just didn't know. I never heard of a volcano thing. I didn't know what that is. If you had to choose, who would Dems run in 2028? Jesus. I mean, the answer is Bernie, but he's too old. Dude, it's a corporate party. Does it even matter anymore? AOC, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Kalb says, my dad left getting the milk years ago. Do you think there's any chance he comes back? I don't think so, brother. I'm sick of eating dry cereal. My friend. He's not coming back. Jesus, Fabulous hasn't aged. Yeah. Oh, he's got a tank on the back of that thing. That thing looks sick. Oh, look, NBA Baltimore Bullets moved to DC in 73. That's right, we took them. Suck a dick. Orioles lead the Beltway series with the Nationals 63-50. Yeah, whatever. Ravens lead all-time series versus Commanders 5-3. Okay, it's a better organization. Fine. What else we got? All right. There you go. Who's that getting tackled? That's not Jaden. Oh, was that who's the fucking quarterback last season? The one before? Trevor, whatever the fuck. They shipped him off to Seattle. Trevor Howell, whatever the fuck his name was. And everyone was like, Sam Howell. And everyone was like, oh man, we can't give up on this kid. He's got some potential. Eric Bieniemy ruined him. And I'm like, Jaden Daniels is the one. We don't miss Sam Howell for 2 seconds. Andrew says, were you ever tempted to quit alcohol completely after struggling with drinking too much? Yes. Admirable, you have the self-control to limit intake. You know what the reality is? I'm just too big to get drunk that easily. It actually makes it a little bit easier to quit because it's such a onerous process to kind of like get a buzz like that, you know? All right, Dan Canobio. Dan Canobio likes Gervonta to win and over 1.5 total knockdowns. So he's got 2 knockdowns he's betting are going to happen here. All right, let's see. Here's your betting odds for folks who are interested in all that. There you go. Man, the money line is a no winner by KO -4. Go the distance. Okay. All right. Very good. There you have it. All right. Let's do this. Main event. I like that Roach is not afraid, but Tank is going to Omar Roach's arse. Orse. Why can't you just say ass? Orse. There's 7th Avenue, heading at Broadway into Times Square. All right. Where's BC? I'll flash him up on the screen here real fast. Ready? Okay. Here comes Lamont. Let's do that. Dude, they're moving this one along. All right. Here comes Lamont Roach. Sounds like he's coming out to some go-go. I can't turn it up too loud, so I have a little hard time hearing it. No. This fight should have been in DC. I don't give a shit what anybody says. This fight should have been in DC. All right, here's Lamont Roach. A nice guy. A real nice guy. Dad is a great guy. I can't stand these rapper walkouts where the rappers just like pantomime. I fucking hate them. But boxing loves them. I met this guy holding the ropes for Lamont. Nice dude. Some of these guys work for PBC. That dude right there in the corner, the one with the white shirt with the black gloves, that was the dude that let me in to the gym before the dad got there. Family, community affair, man. They're out there just training kids how to box, saving lives, trying to help out in the community. That's all they do. You can see that they're not in it to like get super rich, off of like, people's contributions. They're just out here like helping people in their community, man. This is like, how do you not cheer for people like that? And of course, the reality is that's what the headbangers are doing too. But you know, I have a lot of respect for the Roach family and what they're trying to do here tonight. All right, here comes Gervonta Tank Davis. Crowd's on its feet now. Here we go. Is that Joel Santana? Yep, that is Joel Santana. Dude, Santana's Town is one of my favorite beats. Dipset, dipset, dipset. Now, it's interesting. He's got a Harlem rapper. Oh, and he's got Jim Jones. He's got a bunch of Harlem rappers for Brooklyn. Okay. He's got some the Diplomats. Sans Killer Cam. Got the Diplomats with him here. Mira. There he is. Crowd looks big. Crowd looks big. I cannot hear what songs they're playing, but I am partial to the Diplomats. I do like them. Here we go. O'Malley says he eventually wants a tank fight. They all want a tank fight. They all want a tank fight. Can't do it when I'm super chatting, B. Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. Dale says, look, if you need a drink that's 100 times better than Beatbox, look no further than Light Strike. Light Strike? What is it, lighter fluid? Thank me later. Luke, I live next to the Barclays. Less than zero promotion for this fight. Yeah, I don't think there's been much. I mean, Tank just kind of sells to this audience. So I don't know how much it really mattered in the end, but Dave says, Luke, you always say alcohol doesn't affect you much because of your size. So what happened with the 3 margaritas at the beer house? Time caught up? It's true. I don't really know. I don't have a good explanation for that. I don't know. I mean, I just had almost all of this and I don't feel anything. And this is 11.1% by volume. So I don't know. All right, here's Jimmy Lennon Jr. Luke, no flash. I don't know what that means. Gwendol, what's up? My Rogan size buddy, Tank. Let's go. Oh, that's funny. Live dead wrong. Roach did not walk out to any rapper at all, let alone one pantomiming. Who was the guy on the right with the microphone? Is Masvidal still coming back? Can he realistically compete at 40 years old? He might come back. He cannot compete at 40 years old. Did we see Grave of the Fireflies? I mentioned this earlier. I have started it, but then my daughter walked in, and it's really not age appropriate, so I had to stop it. So I'll finish it. I will finish it. All right. Tank wearing the tank top. Your judges, Eric Marlinsky, Glenn Feldman, Steve Weisfeld. Oh, my man's got some crazy eyes. Tank looks lean. It's showtime. That jacket is fire. Yeah, that jacket is sick. I'm not going to lie. It's sick. There he is. There's Lamont. I'm going to pull this down. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes. Fighting out of D.C. Let's go, player. My official prediction is Tank should probably win via stoppage, but it would be awesome if Roach wins. There he is. All right. Oh, my God. That's so sweet. All right. There's Tank. So Tank said that, and he tweeted it today, that after today's fight, he has a specific call out in mind. That will be with the interview with Brian Campbell. If he wins, let's pay attention. We were already going to pay attention to it, but let's definitely pay attention to that, okay? All right, final instructions. Here we go. Tank has awesome tattoos. Not all of them, but the back piece there is super legit. Look at that. There we have it. There we go. All right, here we go. Round one. Round one, Tank Davis taking on Lamont Roach Jr., 135 pounds, main event for the WBA, whatever version of it that Tank has. Here we go. Round one. All right, open stance fight. Gervonta Southpaw. Roach Orthodox. This will be important for a couple of reasons. Obviously, lead outside foot positioning is going to matter. Glove control, lead glove hand control is going to matter, as well as pay attention to any potential head clashes. One thing on the tape that you're going to see from Roach that at least historically has been an issue is he tends to go square at times in pursuit of the right hand. Let's see if Tank can make him miss on that. Davis has awesome shoes. Look at those things. Roach doesn't look too small, right? I mean, they both don't look huge or anything, but Roach on the front foot here. But this is no surprise. Tank, something of a slow starter. As we all know, Tank picks his spots, averaging 32 punches a round. He's usually not a high volume striker by any stretch of the imagination. Man, Tank looks like he is absolutely unaffected by anything at all. Good shot to the body there from Davis. Just kind of touching him up. Tank timing some of these entries by Roach. Roach kind of overstepping a little bit. See that? Chasing a little bit with the right. That's kind of been a consistent problem for him. Good job by Roach getting just out of the way of those punches. I need both guys to step it up a little bit. Nice. There we go. Okay, round one in the books. I'm going to guess Roach took it just because he did a little bit more in the end. Willis loves his job. Make him make the faces. My man's eyes go like that every time, like a bug. Someone recommended Mr. In Between yesterday and have to triple down on that recommendation to central viewing. Very good. Do we think the wife beater allows Tank to punch harder, like a Popeye spinach situation? I don't know. It's not like Bukoli, who I wanted to be fighting with the T-shirt on. Tank is like 5'3". Imagine getting your ass bare up and down, beat up and down the street by the fun-sized buddy. Yeah, but he can fucking thump like a heavyweight, bro. What's all this talk about DMV? What does the Department of Motor Vehicles have to do with boxing? It's D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. I'm not the biggest. I don't claim the other two states, to be honest with you, but a lot of people do. Fun night to be a DMV boxing fan. Sure is. Sure is. Feeling each other out. Chael says that's not real. It definitely is real. Here we go. Seconds out. Round two. Here we go. All right, let's see what happens here. Roach not really making Davis work right now. Early fight, I understand. But both of them are just kind of content to pot shot here a little bit. Tank doing a lot of waiting. I mean, it seems like to me partly what Roach is doing is purposely not opening up, not to give any real tells, if at all avoidable, to a guy in Tank who doesn't need a whole lot to figure out where the openings are. See, he has him up against the ropes. He doesn't really go hard for it. Tank doing a lot of investing to the body. I should say some investing to the body. Double jab left straight for Tank, kind of gets thwarted. Good jab from Roach. Good parry there from Roach. Roach tried to corner him, trying to lead him into the right hand. So far, no dice. Tank has quick reactions, man. They're clinching a lot here towards the end of the second. All right, referee, let's break them up a little quicker, please. Quiet second round, too, man. Quiet second round. Not really a whole lot to that one, was there? I guess Roach. I wasn't really watching it in a judging kind of way. It just didn't seem like a lot happened. That's his dad in his corner right there. Boom, boom. All right, let's see what happens. Round 3 here. Kind of a quiet fight, man. Seconds out. Here we go. Round 3. Tank, look at Tank leaning on the front. Look at Roach leaning on the back. L step into a feint from Tank Davis. Man, Gervonta eyes wide open the whole time as Lamont's doing some pressuring, but it's really not enough. I think he's got to pressure more or throw more at a bare minimum. Man, Tank just waiting for that right hand so he can counter it with his left over the top. He's got to feint him. Nice. Tank had a good shot there to the body. Somewhat blocked, but well set up. Tank good at pivoting. When you see him reach out with that right hand and then lower his level and then turn, he's very, very good at pivoting from there if he needs to. Oh, Tank starting to find a home for that left, maybe. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, they're opening up a little bit more here. Yeah, they're talking about Roach's left hook. That is one of his trademark weapons. Oh. They're boxing now. Kind of like a Philly shell being utilized here by Roach. High guard. Got to be careful with that single shot. Going to get countered if you're Roach. Good left hook to the body on the exit there by Roach. Ooh. A little bit of a right there from Roach. They're talking shit to each other. Tank smiling. There we go. Round 3 in the books. I that one was a better round for Tank. I don't know if he landed enough to win. Again, when I say I don't know, I means I'm not watching it in that particular way. If you have a feeling about it, let me know. It looks to me like Roach is probably up at least 2 of the rounds. Seems to me like he's just doing a little bit more, but he could be up all 3. Really would depend how you got it here. There's Barry Hunter now in the corner there of Barry Hunter in the top and then Calvin Ford at the bottom there. Barry Hunter one time invited me to train. I don't know if I ever told you guys this story. He actually one time invited me to train. So one day I took him up on it. That was a mistake. Not that he wasn't nice and friendly, but he had me trying to go through a workout like what his pros would do, and it was hard. It was a very difficult workout. It was very, very hard for me. All right, here we go. Round 4. Very quiet night here for Gervonta Davis so far. Let's see. Let's see what Tank can try to put together here. Does he open up? If so, with what? On what terms? What works? Turning him off the pivot there. Yeah, so they've got total punches landed. Again, that's a quantitative, not qualitative total. They got Roach having more in the first two and then Tank more in the last one. Sounds about right. Oh, good left hand from Davis. Didn't get fully there, but it was a nice stick. Okay. Not a lot of offense between either of them, if I'm being honest. Oh, Gervonta intercepted on the way in. He eats a jab, but he intercepted with his own left. He's got to feint your way in. Timed it there. Gervonta's good with that, man. He's so clever. Really good reaction timing. Roach trying to find his way to the inside. Can't really do it here. Just trying to chase him down. You can see that. Having a hard time. Tank giving him a little lateral razzle dazzle here. That was better. Yeah, Roach has done nothing this round. This is a Tank round for sure. Not like Tank. This fight kind of sucks, if we can be honest. I'm really not loving this fight. Oh! Gervonta complains to the referee and gets punched for it. Okay. Still, okay. Gervonta's talking to the referee. Oh, about holding, it looks like. All right. Nevertheless, I think that was probably Gervonta's round. They want him to catch and shoot. He's going first, not second. Yeah, I mean, not the most thrilling fight so far. Real workmanlike. BC is probably holding back big diarrhea. Holding back. He's just sitting in it. Just today's that day. Seems like Roach trying not to give up too much data to Davis, all while pressuring and making him uncomfortable. Still leaning Tank for now. Yeah. This kind of blows. Yeah, I agree. This is not a great fight. All right, seconds out. Here we go. Round 5. Yeah, round 5 here. All right, Roach back on that front foot. He's done a pretty good job not doing the thing that the tape study says he does. As much thus far, anyway. But at the same time, he's really not landing anything super consistent and super meaningful either. Stuff's getting through. Wow, Roach landed no punches last round. Yeah, that's real bad. I don't know if that's quite right, but it's what the stats say on the screen. Ooh, Tank just misses with a left hand. Decent right straight. Some good work underneath here from Roach. Roach trying to go to the body, obviously to the ribs every time Davis is bent over in front of him like that. Davis putting a little bit of punching sequences together here. Oh, nice shot there from Roach. Well, Roach might have hurt him a little bit. Tank's talking to him. Oh, several good left hands from Tank. Now Roach is talking to him. And they're fighting on the inside now. They're both trying to litigate with the referee. Dude, fucking make them fight. What are we doing? Taking his sweet ass time. Looks to me like Davis is the guy in control of this. That's what it looks like to me. Not the most fun fight I've ever had. Not the most one. Salute. I got to tell you, through 5 rounds, this fight kind of sucks. Shoulder bump. Oh, and then they hit each other. All right. Let's see. Seconds out. Here we are. Here we go. Round 6. Dude, they're both just trying to litigate this whole thing with the referee. Fucking fight already, you two. Jesus. Oh. Gervonta just laying into him here. Yeah, Roach is standing right in front of him. Jesus. Davis trying to bait him open, man. Trying to get him frustrated, baiting him open. Oh, he is going to get drilled if he keeps throwing that right. Ooh. I couldn't tell if they had a clash of heads there or what. That was crazy. All right, Roach back on the front. Front foot here. Oh. Decent little short left hand there from Davis. Roach trying to catch him with that left hook, misses. That's one of his best punches. Oh. Davis really warming up now. Lamont Roach just not doing much. Okay, you've got Davis up against the ropes. This is the shot. Davis clinches. Smart fighter. Oh, love that. Double with a delayed timing on the left hand by Davis. That was nice. Oh. One guy's landing punches, one guy really isn't. I don't know how else to say this. Those were shoulder fouls, Luke. This is getting dirty. Yeah, I mean, it's referee discretion, but yes. Love that fight. I don't know about that. No disrespect intended, but what in the whiskers is Tank's facial hair? Maybe pound for pound worst facial hair in all of boxing. I was going to say, what's up with his facial tattoos? Davis is starting to cook. Yeah, a little bit. My yank session today was more fast and furious than this. Well, that's not saying much, my friend. It's not saying much. All right, we're halfway through this fight, and so far it kind of sucks. Gervonta still breathing through his nose. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. Seconds out. All right, round 7. They've given 1 round so far to Roach, round 2. It's probably about right. I would give him round 1 as well, but not much more. Why not? Oh, Davis so good at countering on the retreat there. Oh, he's doubling up on that left side. It's so good. Dude, Gervonta just loves it when people close the distance on him. Not so much in the early rounds, but by this point in the fight, midway through. Oh, the difference in power. You can hear it. Oh. Man, Roach is touching him a little bit. It has like no effect on him. Oh, that's a nice shot from Roach. And another one. All right. $45 to go. Come on, dude. Let's go. Press on the gas pedal here a little bit. Oh, big left hand from Davis. Commentary booth is talking like this is Roach's round. I don't understand that. Davis clearly landing the more effectual punches. And that uppercut didn't land. And it was kind of like a forearm shiver. I still would give that round. I would still give that round to Davis. Roach needs to land something significant right now or Tank is just going to pull away. Yeah, I agree with that completely. Took a bet. Roach on points at plus 2,500. Good luck. Good luck. Has Tank ever been hurt bad or dropped in a fight? Dropped? No. He's been hurt a couple times. Davis hurt his arm. I don't see the evidence for that yet. Tank will finish it within the next 2 rounds. We'll see. Regarding Herzog, I understand your point of view. I mostly agree, but we shouldn't justify him 0 penalties for him while Cejudo's career and finances were affected. There needs to be consequences for referees. I don't think we need to be penalizing guys like that. If you have no power, you better have great timing and distancing. This is an uphill battle near impossible for Roach to win. Agreed. Here we go. Round 8. Round 8. Oh, Davis injured his left arm in the 6th. I didn't hear that. Interesting. Okay. I can only hear a part of the TV. It's hard for me to hear what they're saying half the time. Let's see what they do with the punching. Doing a lot of chit chat. I need less chit chat and more pit pat. Davis looking for that left hand. Minute 30 left. Oh, that sweeping little left. Oh, from Tank, real close 2 times. Oh. 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 They're trading now. Davis got rocked or stumbled at a bare minimum. Guard peel from Roach. 40 seconds in the round. Nice. Dude, they're doing so much talking to the goddamn referee. Please stop. Fucking slug it out. Oh. This is a better round for Davis. Excuse me, for Roach. Oh. Did Davis get hurt? No? Okay. That might be a better round for Roach. That might be a better one. Have you heard Phil Anselmo's band Scour? I have not, my friend. I have not. All right. So we're into the final third of the fight, rounds 9, 10, 11, 12. Take a look at some of these highlights. Oh, man, what a left. Oh, Gervonta getting touched up. Boom. Pulled, looking at a slip 2 counter. It's a great shot from Roach. Bah. All right, here we go. Seconds out. Round 9. Here we go. So they're giving the last 2 rounds on Larry Hazard's scorecard, who used to run the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, to Roach. Okay. Nice combo from Roach. Right hand just misses. Holy shit. Well, what happened? Tank took a knee. Whoa. Tank took a knee. What the fuck was... Wait, what the fuck just happened? Dude, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck was that? Some corner man came and wiped his face off? What the fuck was that? You can't do that. What the whoa, and now they're trading. Okay, dude, what an now they're fucking trading. Yo, what happened in this round? Oh, Roach took a huge right hand. Excuse me, left. Roach trying to play the game with him. I don't know how smart that is. Got to get these punches up a little bit. Here we go. This is a great round. Finally, this fucking fight warmed up. Dude, what the fuck is up with this? Punching each other in the balls left and right. Oh, brilliant right hand by Roach on the pivot. Oh. Another decent round for Roach. I'm not sure how they're going to score this one, but that one was also pretty good. Wow. Okay. It's not on the commentary. I saw him pull his arm and react, even talking to his corner in the clinch. He's been hiding it well. So wait, which arm is it of Gervonta that you think is messed up? And I'm not in any way challenging it. I'm just curious. Maybe I'm wrong. He jolted Tank twice. That right arm? See how he's like rubbing his face with the fucking towel? What the fuck? You cannot do that. You can fucking not do that. 77-75 Roach. Yeah, he might be turning it around now. He took a fucking knee. They didn't count it. And then he just walks out there and asks for a fucking... What the fuck? What was that? Our boy BC is putting a hell of a show himself. Yes, he is. He's doing an amazing job. Hello, ladies. Tank ramped it up trying to get around that back. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. All right, let me put it back on here and get the timing synced up. Dude, what the fuck are they doing? Okay, mine's pretty close now. That's insane. We're around 10, by the way. What the fuck is going on? Are they supposed to like take a point when you take a knee like that? Like now the round is 10-9, and so if Roach won, it would be 10-8? How are you supposed to score that shit? Okay. All right. Boxing. Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Boxing. Come on, Roach. Step on the gas pedal here, player. Davis trying to pick his spots. Man, dude, I cannot believe Roach has kind of like been right in front of him this whole time, really. Davis is kind of like let his foot off the gas in this fight a little bit, no? Left hook from Roach. That's one of his best punches. I tell you what. Roach standing. Oh, dude, Roach is countering fucking Davis. Oh, good left hand by Davis. Boom. Hard right to the body from Roach. Fight's heating up a little bit finally. Oh. Oh. Championship rounds. I got Tank up in this one, but I don't know how much. Max says Roach is putting his money where his mouth is. Yeah, he sure is. That should have been a knockdown, right? I mean, I don't think they're going to count it that way, but that should have been a knockdown. Tank should have been disqualified for that. I mean, you could also do that. Tank overextended on a straight left in the sixth and pulled his arm. Interesting. Okay. I didn't notice it. Just tuned in live. Love the new round timer. I enjoy your watch-alongs. Thank you, my friend. Any possibility you team up with BC and or Chuck for future watch-alongs? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Okay, seconds out. Round 11 coming up here. Here we go. Okay, let's see what happens here. Larry Hazard has Roach down 2. 96-94 heading here into the 11th round. Catch and shoot. There it is. Two catch and shoots. Davis trying to follow through with that left hand. Didn't really get through on it. Oh, I was going to say Lamont had some pretty good defense until he came back up for air there a little bit, and then he got hit. Dude, he's all over Tank. Man, I got to tell you, I'm impressed. That short left hook is so nice from him. Davis looks like he's got all out of ideas here a little bit. Minute 30. Oh! Phenomenal counter. Slip counter with the 2 by Roach. Absolutely tremendous. Dude, build on that. There it is. Yeah, Davis, get him up. Get him up. Time. They called time. He called fucking time. Timekeeper. He called time. Dude, he didn't actually stop the clock. Did you notice that? He called time and they didn't stop the clock. Boxing, everybody. Boxing. Man, right in front of Tank Davis like this as a 130 guy. That's amazing. Just in there dueling with him. Look at that. Look at that. Impressive, bro. Dude, he is eating Tank alive with that slip 2 counter. Same one. And you saw this time, Tank reached behind to get the head so he wouldn't get lit on fire. I got to tell you, dude. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Roach can win it on the cards, but impressive. Hardest fight of Gervonta's career. From what I can recall, yes. I'm trying to think what would have been worse. Austin says, I have Davis winning my split on plus 1,600. Might smack. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I'm still laughing after that knee. Absurd sport. Dude, the fucking guy took a knee and was like, yo, wipe my face off. And they're like, that's just boxing. And I'm like, okay, guys, that's not what the rules say. What the fuck are we doing? But okay. Barry Hunter in his grill. Tell him you hunt him down now. I mean, Tank's the A side. The A side tends to get the benefit of the doubt here from the judges, but tough fight, dude. Lamont made it real tough for him. Seconds out. Here we go. Round 12. Let's see if this fight was definitely better down the stretch. Here we go. Round 12, folks. Started out real slow, even midway through real slow. Oh my God, referee. Get the fuck out of the way. Tank encouraging the crowd. Dude, Larry Hazard has Davis up by 1. Left hook from Roach. Tank got his hands down a little bit. Now he's bringing them up. Oh, good left hook from Lamont. That's, again, I've said it 10 times tonight. It's his best punch. He hasn't chased with the right in this fight, which was a big problem in previous ones. That left hook, man. Boom. And then Lamont back with the jab. Man, I got to tell you, dude, these flurries from Roach, that left hook again. I think he's having a hard time like hurting Tank, but he's definitely landing on Tank. Dude, Lamont is pressuring Tank backwards. Is Lamont Roach? I don't want to even say it yet. I don't even want to say it yet. There's time left in this round, and Tank is an all-time puncher. Let's see. Now it's Lamont countering everything. Big punch misses from Tank. Close, though. Oh. All of a sudden, this fight got great. Swivel jab gets through. Oh. Oh. Let go. Stop. Boys? Did Lamont Roach just do that? Okay. I'm not even talking about what the scores should be. I'm just going to tell you how, like, given how we know how boxing works, my feeling is that he probably didn't. But he's not running away with it, but Roach is impressing me a lot. Yeah, for sure. 107, 101 Roach. That's a little strong. They love burning time on the clock in boxing. Jesus, do they ever. Round 10 didn't even start until 10 seconds in. All you could have is Roach up if you gave him round 1. Yeah, I suppose. Thanks for representing Roach. Yeah, man. He did a great job. The fight sucked at first, and then it wasn't great middle way through, but right around 7 or 8, it really picked up, right? Really picked up. Dude, did fucking Lamont Roach just do that? That's definitely, I mean, Tank had some tough fights where he missed weight, you know, early in his career. Look, he took a fucking knee. He took a fucking knee. Weird fight. Weird fight. Really weird fight. Great fight at the end. Like really heated up. Man, Lamont might have done that one. Lamont might have done that one. Here are the stats. 112 total, 87 to power. So the power is still sides for with Davis, but then the jabs obviously go with Lamont. All right, let's see what they have to say. All right. There's Lamont talking to Barry Hunter. There's Tank giving daps up to Lamont's dad and his team. Man, I don't know what's about to happen here. I don't know what's about to happen here. Okay, again, gun to my head, they're going to give it to Gervonta. Probably around 115-ish, 116-ish, which I'm not saying is fair or correct, but although is it my imagination, are they taking a little while here? Let's see. Where's BC? He's still on the call? Oh, there he is in the back. On his phone, playing Mahjong. Hey, there's Esther Lynn. Man, Lamont told me he was the best opponent that Tank has faced. I don't think that that's wrong after today. I know some people were saying Pedraza. You could say Pedraza too, but for 5 snakes, Roach is better than I thought. All right. Okay, here we go. Here come the scorecards. $115, $113, Davis. It's a draw. Majority draw. Wow. 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 One judge, 115, 113, Davis. 2 of them, 114, 114. So 114, 114, 114, 114, 115, 113. It's a majority draw, folks. Okay, so BC's going to talk to both of them. BC's going to talk to both of them. That's Lamont's girl right there. Majority draw. Wow. Okay, here's BC with Tank. Ooh, shit. All right, he says he kept it cautious. All right, he's just giving praise to Lamont. Now, remember, he said he had a call out, but this is a draw. So what the fuck are we about to do here? Your own podcast. Okay, who are you calling out? Okay, he's asking about the knee. Good question. He goes, I got my hair done 2 days ago and there was grease in that shit. I'm like, okay. Dude, you took a fucking knee, bro. So there's not going to be any call out. BC's asking him, how proud are you of your performance? Gervonta leaving the ring here. He says, we can run it back. I thought I won. Are they going to run this one back? I don't know if they're going to run this one back. What statement did you make tonight? He definitely raised his stock with this performance. What did I just tell you? I'm him. Yes, he's right. Yes, I agree. All right. All right, there it is. BC doing a great job. First of all, round of applause for BC, everybody. Round of applause. Very good job. Flawless. They got him doing the prelims. They got him doing the main card. They got him doing the post-fight interviews. Buddy, you just can't find that many people in boxing that can do all three. He can do all three. Okay. Shouts to him. If you want to fire anything into the super chat, you can. I'm not really sure where to go with this. We can do a little bit of a post-fight show here for just a moment if we can. So let's reset here for just a moment, everyone. Hello, my name is Luke Thomas. It is 12:42 in the morning here. The main event for Gervonta Davis and Lamont Peterson, old DC boxer, Lamont Roach, has finally ended. That is now in the books, and it is a majority draw. I want to pull up what we have. Let's see. Gervonta Davis. Which of these fights was harder than this one tonight? Again, it's a majority draw, 115, 113 Davis, 2 114, 114s ultimately in the end. This is his record, such that it matters when he's fighting guys who were halfway decent. Mario Antonio Macias, Pedraza, Sniper Pedraza, that's a good one. That was back in 2017. Liam Walsh, Francisco Fonseca, Jesus Cuellar, Hugo Ruiz. I was there for this one. Ricardo Nunez. Then there was the Gamboa fight. There was the Santa Cruz fight. Barrios fight. Cruz again. A different Cruz anyway. Isaac Cruz, excuse me. Rolando Romero. That was Rolly. Hector Garcia. I was there for that one as well. Then there was Ryan Garcia. Then Frank Martin. I was there for that one. and now this one. This was his toughest fight. All these other guys he polished off. The only other guy that went to a decision was earlier in his career, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there was his 9th fight against Germán Meraz. That was the only one that ended up going to a decision. The rest of these all ended up being stoppage. Dude, there was another one. I'm sorry. The Isaac Cruz one was a decision, 12 round, but he ran away with that one late. I did tape study on that one. He ran away with it late. Dude, this is his toughest fight. Lamont Roach, the 130 guy from a division lower, moves up and gives Tank Davis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss, being more active. Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. Not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch. I think we can all agree with that. The results are fair. I think they're fair. I think 115, 113 in either direction is probably okay. For Lamont Roach, his stock goes up, I think, a significant amount, given how he was able to push Tank, land on Tank, make this the toughest fight of Tank's 31 pro fight career by far. I think he did himself a lot of favors. What are we going to do with Tank Davis now? I mean, it's not like he looked bad. Some of you guys had pointed out he might have had an injury somewhere around that 6th round. He didn't mention it to BC, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have it. And maybe that's a good way to look at this. Like, he just wasn't fully healthy himself, and it ended up costing him in the end, blah, blah, blah. I think another way to look at this is he was supposed to have a big call out after this. He gets a draw. There is no call out. He doesn't do it. Now we're left wondering, are we going to get a rematch with this? Which I wouldn't hate, but I don't know if there's like a big demand for it. Tank has said prior to this night that like all of this is, he's got 3 fights left. This would have been one of them. So that would have been at least 2 more essentially this year if he can squeeze them in, he said. It was supposed to be against Tank and Shakur Stevenson. Where are we with that now? What does this do to that? I genuinely don't know how to answer that question. I really don't. I don't know what PBC is going to... Dude, PBC has had a bit of a rough run of it. I want to be very clear. I'm not trying to pile on their difficulties, but like they lost Canelo or whatever the fuck Canelo's doing. Then they still have Gervonta. He's still a big star. I'm sure this sold well. And again, it sold well at the gate. So that's still great. But they're hoping to like build off of this. They didn't get it. They were trying to get something going with Tim Tszyu. That bottomed out last year. They wanted to get Errol Spence going. That didn't work. They just haven't had somebody really get over the hump. The biggest thing they got recently was just Canelo fighting Jaime Munguia or Edgar Berlanga. Excuse me, the Berlanga fight. You had Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Okay, that's always going to be a big fight in boxing. Fair enough, and it sold really well. But that wasn't like an electric, important fight. That was just Canelo fighting, the people that Canelo wants him to do fights against. Like there's not an important matchup that had to happen for any kind of particular reason other than box office return. That's what this fight was supposed to be. And it was a draw. I mean, at least Canelo kind of blew the doors off of and dropped ultimately Lamont Roach. Remember, we saw Dan Canobio. Shouts to Dan Canobio. We love Dan Canobio. And I don't think it's in any way a crazy bet. Ahead of time, he was saying they were going to he was taking the over on more than 2 knockdowns for Gervonta Davis. Nope. No knockdowns. And again, a draw. And we have, dude, what the fuck was that? Was it round 8 or round 9 where Gervonta takes a knee and the referee doesn't count the point? How the fuck is that possible? And then sticks his head out the ropes, gets a towel on it, and then gets back in there and is like, okay, now I'm good. And the referee's like, oh, yeah, this is totally normal protocol. What the fuck was that? What was that? Dude, was that factored in? It doesn't appear that was factored in, given the scores. That should have, and I'm being serious when I say this, that should have awarded Lamont Roach the fight. That he should have been the winner. He should have been the winner. That you take a fucking knee and then you stick your head out the ropes and the referee doesn't do anything? Dude, what are we talking about here? He elected, dude, what is the difference between that knee and the knee that Ryan Garcia elected to take? Ultimately, Ryan just stayed on his knee, but, would have counted the same way. He got on his knee. I don't understand that at all. So this result to me is actually really, really, really confusing. I'm not saying that there's, like, for example, you might respond, well, they'll just make the Shakur Stevenson fight anyway if they can. And that is a reasonable, totally very, very plausible scenario that we could all see ourselves into. Fair enough. Okay, fine. You might say, well, they're going to do a rematch. Okay, I suppose they could do that. They might bring that one home. I wouldn't hate that, I guess. I'm happy for Lamont Roach. I don't know. There was no mandate from this one. There was nothing from this that made you want to say we have to build towards something else next. We might just get it because we're running out of time to otherwise make it. But this fight didn't deliver on that need to create a clear outcome that then sets up the next arrangement. We didn't get any of that. We just got left with that. And because Tank is an A-side guy, like not just a A-side guy, he is the A-side guy. He doesn't have to give another one to Lamont Roach. In fact, I don't know if he will. I don't know if there's a big demand for it. Roach overperformed relative to expectations, but it wasn't like the crowd was super on his side in the end. I mean, I think they were a little bit, but, he wasn't the darling of this fight night. It was Tank Davis. Weird result. And how did Lamont Roach do it? Again, I think at range, he had a real hard time. It was when he was able to get in close. That left hook, he would fake it like he was coming to the side and it would whip over the top. The trajectory was unbelievable. He would catch it before Tank could throw. When Tank tried to pivot out, he would throw it at the end of combinations. He was going to the body heavily. And then one of the things he did the best was the slip 2 counter. Man, that was just fucking phenomenal. And he landed it on Tank over and over and over and over again. Some of that inside boxing. I know they wanted to keep Lamont on the outside, which I understand. You want to stay away from the power. But it turned out like when he just kind of, by the way, how about Lamont eating all those shots, not going down, not getting rocked, not getting wobbled? I mean, good fighters have tried to stand up to the power of Tank Davis and couldn't get it, and he did there. And again, I realize that there might be an asterisk on this whole thing because maybe he was injured and he didn't want to talk about it. I don't know. But I just want to recall something. When the fight was announced and these two guys were out there doing the media tour about this whole thing, Tank was real weird about it. He's like, I don't know how much time I've got left. I don't know if I want to do this much longer, blah, blah, blah. He kind of had like a real nonchalant attitude. And then he had like a real nonchalant attitude. I'm sure he was working hard, but, something of a nonchalant attitude as it pertains to like the fight week itself and everything else. And then he went and turned in, I'm not going to call that a sleepy performance, but that wasn't the best I'd ever seen Gervonta for sure. Again, a big portion of that is Roach made him look that way. I guess what I'm saying is, it seems like there's a through line. Like the fight started out when it was announced with Tank having a weird attitude, and it ended up turning into a weird fight in the end where one guy definitely overperformed, but the other guy kind of underperformed a little bit too. And you got this like, nothing changed in the middle kind of scenario where it's just bizarre. It's just a bizarre situation, but it's just hard not to notice the continuity from that. Of a Tank Davis who's just didn't seem to want to be there for everything, doesn't seem to want to be in the fight game that much longer. Still looked like he was in good shape, still had good energy through round 12, but didn't seem hungry for the finish. Was kind of dueling a little bit with Roach at times, trash talking at times. Both of them squabbling at the ref way too much. I thought the ref in this fight did not do a great job. I know he's like the king of the memes when the woo thing, but his eyeballs go 2 different directions and all that shit. He didn't get control of this fight. He didn't take a point when Davis took a knee and then stuck his head out of the ropes. He took him a while to intervene to then pull them apart. I didn't love the job that Ellis did as a referee in this particular regard, and not my favorite performance from him. Also, his pants looked like they were like 10 sizes too big. I didn't quite get that one either, but Neither here nor there. Not a night for vintage Tank Davis, not by any stretch of the imagination. In a draw, somehow one of the better performances of Lamont Roach's career, although obviously, like, coming over his last fight against McCrory, he wiped him out. But I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what we do from here. I don't know how this is supposed to move forward. I don't know what people are saying. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. We'll take a look here. Thank you, my friend Antuanne. Threat of the left went away and Lamont took over. The left was still getting thrown, but you're right. Maybe it wasn't getting the same kind of power. You know what I mean? Because he was still hitting the slip 2 counter that was coming off of the left of Davis. But to your point, it could have been, much more mechanical than thorough. Lamont wins. Extra point for that knockdown will help. I mean, it should have, but it didn't. Roach is going to get another look, another shot either way. Good on Roach. Yeah, but at 135, I don't know if he's going to get another 135 shot. I don't know. We'll have to see. James says 117, 110 Roach. I don't know about that. That's a little strong. Lamont just crushed it and overperformed. I think to a degree that's certainly true. Absolutely, 100%. I guess there is a safety on that Glock. Oh, is that what he said? Yeah, like they're going to have no safety on the Glock. I hate draws, but it could have been worse. It definitely could have been worse. I thought for sure they were going to give a 116, 112 to Tank, which I didn't think was justified. I just thought that was what was going to happen. So Alex is for a rematch. Okay, fair enough. I'd be interested in a rematch. Poor Roach thought he just nicked the win. I thought he did too. Well, with the knockdown, with the knee down, he did. This brings up the question that has always bothered me about boxing. I've never understood why boxing has an even number of rounds. Wouldn't draws be less likely if fights were 11 or 13 rounds instead? I don't know why. I don't know what the rule was, why they went to 12. Run that shit back, says Alan W. Do you guys want to see a rematch? I'd be okay with it, but I don't know how much of a mandate there is for it. It's a draw and he looked mediocre. It's rematch time. No call out from Davis. 0 call out. The whole time, going to be a call out, and now there's nothing. Roach 116, 112 wasn't particularly close. I think that's a little strong. BC's head is huge. That motherfucker got a melon the size of Minnesota. Shakur and Keyshawn smoke Tank. Bro, they might. They absolutely might. I don't know about Shakur. Keyshawn might. Alan says, it should have been a knockdown. Willis blew it. Would I say Ellis? Yes, you're right, Willis. Jake says, Tank should have lost. He was coasting in there in the end. That knee should have been penalized. Brandon says, run it back. We might not get Tank for Shakur. Damn. Well, do we want to run it back or do we just want to make the Shakur fight? Jacob says, that was a legitimate robbery in every single situation that a fighter taking a knee loses a point, except tonight for ... reasons. If that's called the right way, Lamont gets his deserved W. I agree with that. I fully agree with that. Enzio says, feels like I've underestimated the effect amateur history has on fights. Between this and the Haney-Garcia fight, history seems to have some benefits. People say that, and a lot of times it has nothing to do with it, but it certainly seemed like in this case and in the Haney-Garcia case that there definitely was some carryover from the amateur times. Apoplectic Spock says, another stark example of an inept or corrupt ref, this time giving Tank a belt and a draw. I would love to hear what the commission in New York has to say about this. I'd love to hear it. I hope this isn't a dumb question. Can Lamont appeal the decision? So, yes, he can, but I don't know what the rules are with a fighter taking a knee and then the referee not calling it. I don't know in New York what the bylaws say about that. I don't know. A lot of times it's like, did they adhere to proper protocol? And I don't know how this one fits in. Joshua says Tank is not pound for pound. I think there's going to be a lot of people reviewing their rankings after this. Alan W. says, not a robbery, but all the optics lean to Roach. He's top tier. Roach had enough power to keep Tank honest. It's a draw, but Roach gets a boost. For sure. I think that's a fair way to put it. And then for G-Ball, thank you, my friend. Enjoy life. Oh, yeah, the gravity bong. LV Jaguar, at the very least, the ref should have docked a point from Tank for illegal corner intervention. Imagine the competitive advantage Roach lost because of it. Tank was blinded before his eye was wiped. So fucking true. Alan W. Why would you expect to call it when he didn't look good and arguably lost? Because he has limited time and they want to make big fights. That's why. That's why. Not because there's a mandate for it. No, there's no mandate for it. But because you have this many fights left, you got to set up the next one, even if it's a little bit forced. But I guess they weren't going to do it this time. Alex says, if a rematch isn't next, who are your ideal opponents for each? For Roach, I'm not sure about for Roach. For Tank, it's going to be Davis would be a great one. Shakur would be a great one. Teo would be a great one. All of them be great ones. All of them. I'm not sure for Roach. I have to think about that one, actually. It's a good question. And then Max says, just a thought, but Shakur's IQ troubles Tank. Again, we have to go back and ask ourselves, was Tank injured from that 6th round on, or at a bare minimum, somewhat limited by it? Because if he was, that does explain a lot. But this was an interesting night where Tank was not the better boxer tonight. Can we say that? Like, he just wasn't the better boxer. Maybe the better puncher and like a very good boxer, but he wasn't the better boxer tonight. The better boxer tonight was Lamont Roach. Thank you, okay, thank you. Mike Boy says, Tank looked really tired when he took a knee. He looked rushed. If a knockdown was scored, that's a robbery. I agree. But it wasn't scored. So what the fuck happened? I think Tank is fibbing about retiring early. Alan W. says, I hope you're right. And then Dave says, I keep reading you're supposed to count it as a knockdown and it'd be a 10-8. But looking at the Athletic Commission boxing rules, I can't find anything. They may not have their up-to-date bylaws, but if they take a knee, you're supposed to do it. I mean, that has been my understanding since day one. I will have to see. Again, we need to see what the commission has to say. Spaghetti God, did you catch any of the Manel Cop fight? I did. Your boy MMA Joey has the vid on X. He hit him with the double eye rake combo. Oh, I knew there was an eye poke. I didn't know it was the double eye rake combo that led to the KO. Okay, well, I guess I have to go back and revisit that then. That's interesting. Yeah. And once again, if we're going to go back to the old ways of doing things, we're going to go back to all the old ways of having problems. NYS, the New York State Athletic Commission had instant replay and didn't use it. That's common. All right. Monday, MK. We'll talk to BC about everything he learned. We'll get his perspective on all of this. Thank you to everyone who watched tonight. I greatly appreciate it. We got a little more coming in. Yeah, a few more of these. What if there was a thing where if the fight is a draw, they can do an extra round to see who wins, like a sudden death? I mean, they're banned from doing that. They'd have to change the bye rules, but that is one way you could do it. 410 says, looked like a business to me, both Davis and Roach. I mean, they definitely seemed a little chummy, but no, they were also talking shit, so not really. And if I heard right, says Alex, they said both the ref and the replay official didn't call that knee a knockdown. Replay official would only call it under the ref's instruction, so it doesn't need to be both. But yes. All right. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone who liked, who subscribed. Monday's MK, me, BC, you, all of that. We will recap everything we saw. We'll talk about the Manel Cop fight. We'll talk about the eye poke problem. We'll talk about a lot. I appreciate all of you guys so much for watching. I'm out of here. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. We'll talk on Monday. And until next time, stay frosty. Bye.